Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for liking, loving, watching, and subscribing. I really hope that you guys really love this video. I am going to continue with my money drops, but it's been raining all weekend. But rest assured, I still want to go around and do those. And also at the end of this reading, you're still going to see all of your lucky things. Definitely, please make sure you guys read the disclaimer in the description below. I have been dealing with hackers and people stealing my content as well. I have been having people catfishes me as well as directly steal my content. I'm not sure how they're doing that, but you will see my tag below. This is the only active YouTube channel that I have, so please be aware. I will never reach out to you for any personal information or for money or anything like that. Those will be scam artists, so please be aware. And as well as any images of me or my names, also any audio, whether original or altered, please be aware of that as well. This is my only active social media. And again, I have been dealing with hackers, so if you see anything, please report it, as well as be aware yourself that they're not trying to put any kind of malware or spyware or whatever, bullshit onto your device. So again, please be aware, and thank you guys for watching. So actually, it's a little bit hot in here. I'm gonna turn the fan on. Okay. But all right, y'all. So with that out of the way, make sure you look at the description. With that all out of the way, I'm actually going to make this a new segment. You guys will see all your lucky things at the end of this video, of course. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging, but in this segment, I actually want to make this a haters expose. And this is to expose your haters' dirty laundry. I know that is probably not nice, but based off of my own experiences, I want to, I want to be able to make them as vulnerable as they tried to make all of us that had been unjustly mistreated or had fucked up things happen to us because of them, blessings being blocked and things like that. Now, I know that, I want to say, I'll say this. Maybe people who are more evolved probably won't do a reading like this, and I applaud them for that, because that's not going to be me. That's not going to be me at all. I'm going to put all their fucking business out there for you to know, and I just hope that we can just hop right into it and see what's going to be the juice. Okay? Clear this deck of any leftover energy so I can get a clear, clarified message. Pop. Okay. So for the collective, what is to be exposed about their haters? What juiciness, dirty type of ish do the haters have? Ooh, one card just flew right the fuck out. Putting on a show. That was the first card that came out. So it's somebody that's like flexing or fake flexing. Maybe somebody who has a very public social media. Or maybe they're just popular in general, but they're like fake as fuck. Okay, and that was a card that like flew out. So fucking fake. Private relationship, falling apart, envy, promiscuous. Falling apart, falling into pieces, promiscuous, sleeps around. A hot free-for-all, sleeps with your man. So basically, I want to feel like that this is somebody who also may be a frenemy that's trying to sleep with somebody's partner behind their back, man or woman. I'm getting more of a feminine though. Somebody who was probably jealous of you, and maybe they see you in a happy relationship, or this could be somebody that's close to you. But this is a reading that's for y'all to expose the haters. Okay. And I always see the same thing. Like the theme is they're always jealous and fake. They're always fake. It's like they're always fake and jealous. It's like they always got to do shit to just show people up, kick to the curb. So maybe somebody was having an affair, but they got dumped. Maybe somebody who thought that they could, like, win your partner over. Or if not even your partner, maybe your crush, maybe somebody that you had romantic prospects for, and they were trying to go for them. They could have just got flat out rejected for all we know. But this person's a cheater, naturally. A copycat. Ooh, and then there was another card that wanted to flip over. Depression. Okay, so this is somebody. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I am not gonna be nice about this. I'm not gonna be nice in this reading at all. Normally, I'm like one of the softest people you could ever meet, but not in these readings. All right, so we got a copycat. Envy. So this is somebody who probably wants to be like you. So they probably want to take everything from you to live your life. This is destiny swapping. That's like one of the biggest themes on why somebody bullies somebody. It's like one of the biggest themes that I'm seeing in so many readings is destiny swapping all the time. And it's like, be yourself. Everybody else is taken. But this is somebody who probably really already fucked up their own life. Like there was something about them or their life that's completely fucked up. So it's like there's nothing about themselves that they can utilize. So they want to hijack into other people's lives, swerve into other people's lane, and take everything that they have, hoping that that's going to quell them. Well, when it's like, no, that's kind of a void. You're a void that can't be filled. So you're not going to ever be happy, even if you were to successfully destiny swap somebody. Lord forbid that they would, but they're not going to. They're just going to be stuck in the same cycle, putting on a show, trying to be a copycat for somebody else, just causing a whole bunch of destruction everywhere that they go. And then depression. See, this is somebody that don't even love themselves. If they're depressed and then they're trying to be a copycat and then they're sleeping around, this is somebody who needs a lot of outward validation. This is somebody who maybe pretends that they don't care what people think about them, but they really do. This is somebody who's I'm almost getting like a grandiose narcissist. And I know we throw that word around a lot, but these narcissists have been getting bad. So this is somebody that wants to be like you, somebody who's depressed that they're not you, somebody who may have thought that they won by stealing somebody from you, whether it's your partner or a crush, but really they ain't shit. They know they're not shit. Otherwise, they wouldn't be looking at you. Okay. This is somebody who is like trying to impress a bunch of, I want to say, I get more of a feminine. It could be a masculine as well, but there's a lot more feminine energy out here. So it could apply to masculine as well, but I see a lot more feminine energy. I'm sensing more of a feminine energy. Fake friends. Again, earlier I said a frenemy. So this is somebody who is a frenemy who puts on a show. Somebody who's like ultra completely fake. Somebody who sleeps with people's crushes or their partners behind their back. Somebody who's very jealous. They do not love themselves whatsoever. Like they, the fact that they got to try to be like somebody else and hijack somebody else's life, or try to be them better than them. That's somebody who's very, very insecure. Okay. But yeah, whoever thinks that this person is their friend, they're not. They are trying to either sleep with your partner or crush behind your back. And they need to be kicked to the curb about it. Some of you guys may have already found out. So, you broke it off with that fake ass friend. Okay. What else we got? This is I feel like there's somebody who kind of already knows the truth, but they don't want the confirmation. But here it is. Check yourself. So what this really means is that I would say that this applies to you, to check in with yourself, kind of do like a self-wellness check. Okay, check where you are mentally, physically, spiritually, excuse me, emotionally. I burped a little bit. And see what's going on with you. Betrayals are not easy. So you'll never be betrayed by a stranger. Somebody who is betraying is somebody that you care about. I mean, on a base level, if somebody says they're going to do something and they don't do it, yeah, that's kind of like a base level betrayal. But real betrayal, to me, personally resonates with hurting of the heart. Betrayal, that hits where it really hurts. And that's usually from somebody that you care about, whether this is a family or a family member or a friend. Okay. Hater. Oh my gosh. Listen, you got hater and envy out here. Hater and envy. And then copycat. This is somebody who wants to be you so bad and they're depressed that they're not. This is somebody who really hates themselves. This is somebody who has no respect for anything, and this is including themselves. They think they got respect from people, but they don't. I'm also seeing that with fake friends here, they're around a bunch of people who really don't like they ass. I think they just kind of get like ass kissed a little bit. Like, you know, this person just wants to be like ass licked all day, but at the end of the day, bitch, don't nobody really like bitch, don't nobody really like you. You know, and I really feel like that it's very poetic, because for somebody who is so hateful, why would people like you if you're hateful? You're hateful. Why would anybody really like you? You're hateful and you're fake. And this is somebody who would be, I feel like this is somebody who is jealous of even the smallest things. They just have to outdo everyone and everything around them to have all of this outside validation, but they know they ain't shit. That's the thing. Okay, what else we got? Let's do one more out of here. Setting the record straight. So some of you who may have found, you know, this shit out, you know, you might, you know, you're probably going to, I won't say get up in this person's face, but somehow, some way, 12 on a timer, you're going to end up, you know, checking somebody. You know, what it is that you're also going to, like I said, you're going to check in with yourself. Some of you guys may need to admit the truth to yourselves. You know, if you come across this reading, please take this as your confirmation if you like. At the end of the day, you know, you have the power to choose whatever choices that you want to make when it comes to your own life. But of course, we are, you know, we here, you know, on the spiritual plane in YouTube, you know, we're just here to let you know, and, you know, to hopefully guide you. Okay. But some of you guys, you know, you're gonna really need to admit the truth to yourselves. Okay. And it doesn't have to be harsh. You don't have to be harsh with yourself. Just let yourself know, like, hey, you know, you're just gonna have to admit to yourself, baby girl, you know, baby boy, this is what's going on, you know. And then you're probably gonna end up setting it straight with that person, you know, hence where you're like, you know, I'm no longer fucking with you. I done found out everything. I'm no longer fucking with you. You know, it could be that. You know, you might end up having to do that as well, coming to terms with something that you don't really want to come to terms with, but is more than likely, I won't even say more than likely, but it's definitely necessary, because you don't want somebody fucked up, you know, latched onto you or whatever, you know. And then I saw tired of drama at the bottom as well. So this is somebody who is probably like getting people into all types of shit. This is like literally like just some twat going around and just doing all types of nasty shit. And then there's somebody that's finally tired of it, which is probably why they're going to like set the record straight, kick that person to the curb, probably walk away. And then on top of that, this person is secretly envious of them anyway. So, or secretly envious of you. So, you know, you might be tired of the drama. You might want to walk away. You know, set the record straight. You tired of this shit, set the record straight, and then you're like, fuck this, I'm out. Naturally. And like I said, for some of you who may have really cared for this person as a friend or family member, I know it's not easy. But please know this is a weight that's going to be lifted off of you. And it's toxic too. Like just this toxic shit that's just going to be cleansed out of you, okay? And then also, like I said, this person who was like a, you know, who's like a hater, who's always jealous of everything, who's fake, they put on a show. They know they're not shit. They know they're not shit. They can feel it and they know it. They feel it, they think it, they know it, okay? All right, and what else we got? Now we're gonna go really deep into this one when it comes to the haters expose. Something very deep, okay? This clear these cards. Any leftover energy, so I can get a clear, clarified message. Boop. I'm drawn to do this deck. It's like a shadows deck. Okay. This is for the haters expose. All right. On the bottom, we have perfectionism. In the pursuit of perfection, night after night, I've gifted myself 1,000 flaws. And so this might be how this person feels. It's like it's like they work too hard to be perfect. They want to be perfect in everybody's eyes. But really, people can see how full of shit they are. Like at the end of the day, they can feel how full of shit they are. Okay? Gorgon. Ooh, Lord, I mean, this bitch is full of snakes. The monster they feared, now I've become, still seeking revenge for my cold heart of stone. So this is somebody who has been heavily wounded before. Somebody who's been, you can see my ring light. Sorry, y'all. I know these cards are really glossy. I love it. But sorry about the reflection there. But yes, but this is somebody who, this is a very bitter energy. Somebody who's very bitter. Like, this is somebody who's bitter and they think that the world owes them something and it doesn't. Like, bitch, you just gonna have, you really hold on. Bitch, you gonna have to check yourself. You gonna have to check yourself and, you know, get with yourself and heal, and to wonder why you're so bitter about anything that was done to you. Now, the thing is, people have, you know, a lot of times when it comes to people who are haters or bullies, they do tend to have something unfair that happened to them. And, you know, and it is unfair. Like, no, you know, if there is anything that really fucked up that happened to them, nobody deserves that. But what also isn't deserved is taking it out on people who have no reason on why you have those insecurities and why you have those scars. People don't deserve for you to bleed onto them because of what happened to you. You don't even know what happened in that other person's life. So you bleeding on them as if somebody else has to be accountable for what you've done, instead of holding the people accountable. If you're able to hold the people accountable who have done wrong to you, then great. But taking it out on people who have nothing to do with why you became what you became and what was done to you, like, honey, that's bitch shit. And then we have vampire at the bottom too. So this person is an energetic vampire. This person turned bitter. This person turned angry, turned bitter, turned very cold. And like I said, instead of going into a constructive way for anything that was done to them, they just decided to just turn fucked up. And, you know, kind of like, vampirism is a curse. So this is somebody, you know, who, it's like they sold their soul. They sold their humanity. This is somebody who has sold their humanity, and now they're just going to kind of be, in a way, they're going to always feel like this. This person fucked themselves up. They're going to always feel like this. You know, and especially since Medusa has snakes in her hair and stuff, like, you know, this is somebody who's, again, very bitter, very jealous, very envious. This could be somebody who could be, you know, somewhat, you know, maybe even somewhat good looking. I don't get somebody who's beautiful. Maybe somebody who's just kind of like average, maybe slightly above average, but not like great. And so maybe this is why they need to sleep around a lot. But yeah, this person is also very sneaky as fuck. Somebody who's, I always get somebody who's always trying to seduce people behind other people's back. Somebody who is an energy vampire. The vampire says, in the night's embrace where desires ignite, my hunger keeps consuming all in sight. And again, like I said, this person is a void. This person is a void. No matter how long a vampire lives, do they ever seem happy? No matter how long they have lived, and some have lived even thousands of years, but do they ever seem happy? No. They never seem happy. This is somebody who sold their soul to money and vanity and ego. Okay, what else we got? Vampire, perfectionism, Gorgon. Mummy. Between the ancient past and modern world, is there any place where I belong? So this person naturally feels like, it's like this person, they're so hollow. They're so hollow that they don't, it's like they don't know what else to do but to be fake. They're so hollowed out. Heart of cold stone. Like, there's nothing hard about having a heart of stone. There's nothing cool about that. Like, you're a fucked up person. Talking to the haters right there, like just talking to it because I feel like I feel like that there's an outside hater energy that's like watching this, like not even like personally towards me, but just in general, I kind of feel that. So this is somebody, you know, this is somebody who don't even know who, well, they don't even know who they are because they lost who they are. They sold it. They sold. So this is why they feel like they probably have to hijack everybody else's life, but bitch, you will never be fulfilled. You know, they will never be fulfilled at all. What else we got? No matter how perfect they try to make themselves out to be, they won't be fulfilled because they're too fucked up. They're hollowed out. Eerie graveyard. As life transcends and we all fall into silent embrace, the old attachments die, finding closure and grace. So that's kind of what you would end up doing with this person. Something between you and this person, you know, will need to die. Will need to be laid to rest. You're tired of the drama. You just want things to end. And they will. Somehow, some way. Okay? I feel like that this is somebody. We've got Cursed Castle on the bottom. Look how spooky that looks. A tower of shadows, crumbling stone, once a golden cage that now shines no more. So like I said, this kind of, I feel like that this kind of coincides. I kind of feel like that this coincides with how this person is. I feel like that this is somebody who comes off as successful, with a lot of money, but again, you know, it's again, you know, it's all fake. I was looking for the card there. It's all fake. This is what it's really like for them. And this is pretty much what they give to the people around them. You know, people who may be impressed by this person, this is their foundation. This may be somebody who probably came from a wealthy or some sort of high-end background. You know, this is somebody who came from a good station in life. Usually a person that can act like this as well is very entitled. I get a very entitled energy out of this. Okay. Let's do this deck. Clear this deck of any leftover energy so I can get a clear clarified message. Shuffle one more time. We're going to cut the deck. And this is the Haters Exposé. Change, transformation, newborn, evolution. So I feel like you on your end, you know, you want to change for the better. You want to evolve. You want to move up in the world, and you got this person who's just draining. And you know, you're willing to let something die because you want to change. This person is a copycat. Like, they're just a copy paste. That's all they are. They're just a copy paste. They're nothing more. It's like they're 2D. And then on top of that, you know, you probably recently did check in with yourself and decided that you wanted to change. Again, especially with tired of the drama out here and change, it's like, yo, I really am tired of this shit. I'm walking away. I'm out. See how tired she kind of looked? Like, oh my gosh. And then what I love here is that you see like kind of like lights orbiting around her. Kind of like, almost like when a person is tired, they start getting epiphanies. You know, they'll start getting like little things that, you know, it's like little bits of truth, you know, sudden, you know, not, I won't even say sudden, but kind of, because these are lights right here. And then you see that there's like, it's partially cloudy. It almost looks like that the clouds are clearing up, and like this person's mind is clearing up. And in these little orbs of light, there's like little epiphanies that are coming out through the clouds being cleared. Okay. These wires, you see these wires on the card here, or what is this, grass? This is either grass or wires or something. You know, there's nothing tangled up. These are straight. You know, it's kind of like that there are no crossed wires. There are no crossed wires. So when somebody finally is tired of something, when they finally are fed up, that's actually kind of like a firm decision. It's like, yo, I'm fucking tired. No matter how you express it, you're just like, I'm fucking tired of this. You're having bits of epiphanies here. The clouds are clearing up. Your mind is becoming straight-laced. Okay? You're over it. You want to begin something else. That's great. And, you know, this is probably how it was making you feel when when you're dealing with shit that you don't want to deal with. But know that that's because that's how the hater feel. You see this person, they're not even smiling. They just look dead. Like they look dead in the eyes. Because there's nothing there. There's nothing there. A vampire actually is dead. To me, a vampire is just a polished zombie. A vampire to me is basically a high-end zombie that likes blood instead of brains. They probably eat brains too, but they're a lot more selective, as you can see, characteristically, you know. So yeah, they're just kind of like a high-end zombie to me. A zombie with particularities. What is that? Particularities. I think that's a word. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? I got a couple cards I want to come out. Oh, I love this. Now, remember I said earlier that you made like a firm decision? Decisive, clean, wide awake. And then, like I said, when you were tired of the drama, you know, you were getting like, you know, little epiphanies in your mind. Like, yo, it's like there's just like these sudden realizations that's making you be like, yo, I'm tired of this shit. I'm about to walk away. You know, you made that decision. And it became a firm one as well. So now you want to, this is the other card that fell out. You want to go. Get away, keep away, give up. Like, you know, you checking in with yourself. You're like, yo, this shit's stupid. I'm out. I'm not going to keep dealing with this. And you probably went and you told this person, and you was just probably like, you know what, bye, Felicia. Or that's probably what you're thinking about doing at least. That's either what you want to do and you're thinking about it, or you've already, more than likely you made this decision already and you've done it, or you're about to do it and your mind is not changed. Because what I love is that this woman, she's holding a sword. And then you see the sun behind her, and then again, you know, the clouds are even thinner. The clouds are even thinner behind her. Like, yo, I'm starting to see and realize everything. So yeah, my decision is firm. You know, my decision is firm, man. Fuck it, I'm out. And then also this person may be somebody who's kicked in the curb by somebody else, somebody that they was secretly fucking with that they probably shouldn't have. Okay. Somebody who's like I feel like somebody tried to do like a copy paste to like steal somebody. And now this person is having realizations about them. Like, oh my gosh, like what the fuck was I thinking? Let me get the fuck out of here. And yes, I do a lot of, I do F-bombs when it comes to this segment. It's not gonna be kid friendly. Okay, what else we got? Let me do another card out of here. And what's another card? This one don't want to come in here. Look for. And then at the bottom, snake. Oh my gosh. I told you. This is somebody like they not, somebody realizes somebody is not their friend or true family member. Lie, poison, fertility. And then we got look for. Investigation, explore, search. So I feel like somebody like found the truth. Somebody found the truth. Especially with look for and firm, it's like somebody found it. Somebody found it. Okay? Now this person's figured out. Okay? Listen. With snake, gorgon, hater, envy, fake friends, this is a frenemy, man. This is somebody who really pretends that they're for you, but they're not at all. It's as if, you know, they're just a bloodsucker. They're just a leech. They just want to leech not only off of your energy, but probably even off of your money. You know, not just your life force, mainly your life force, but definitely, you know, everything. Your life force is everything. This is your money, your emotions, your spirituality, your physicality, everything. This is somebody, I almost feel like somebody's a prostitute. It's like somebody's like a secret prostitute. Or maybe somebody got prostituted. I heard like a zhoo somewhere. And then letting go at the bottom. Surrender, open, give up, release again. Run away, letting go, and they both got give up. Somebody's just done. Like, yo, like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm out of here. Yeah, somebody's like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. Wow. Because this is somebody who is so worried about being perfect in front of other people. Putting on a show and perfectionist. But you know, it's like something that mask is getting crumbled. It's falling away. I mean, they can try to keep that mask together, but it's not. People already see them for who they are, or either people already started seeing it, or they're about to. But either way, this can't be stopped. This can't be stopped. Perfectionism and putting on a show, but secretly they're a hater, they're envious, they're a snake, they a hoe. And you're just tired of dealing with this person. Okay, let's clear this deck of any leftover energy so I can get a clear, clarified message for next time. But this is why this person hates on you so much, because they know they're not shit. They're nothing. They're hollow. It's like all they are is a piece of ass. That's all they have to offer. They're, you know, and think that that's going to get them somewhere far in life, and it's not. Okay. What we got for this hater's expose for the collective? Interdimensional beings, spirit guides, deities, and angels. So some of you guys, you know, I'm seeing some spirit animals in here too. So, you know, you don't even have just like, you know, human ancestors, but you may also have deceased pets from a long time ago. Or even if some of you guys may have just lost a pet, you know, you have all these people, you have all these beautiful spirits watching. I love how different they all look. I even see like a black one. I see ones with like one with like a skull around their neck. Like this one with that skull around their neck. This one is somebody who will not play. This is a type of ancestor that will like that could be like Freddy Krueger or something to somebody who was fucking with you. And then look at the bottom here. See this person was watching you, uncovering secrets. Information, truth, wisdom, invading privacy, intruding spy. So this is somebody who is also very intrusive. This is somebody who may have been intrusive in your things, and even intrusive in private and other like private stuff. Why? Because they're really trying to dirt dig. This is somebody who's like really secretly watching you a lot, and I mean like staring hard. Oh my gosh. What else? This person is not your friend. I'm getting like maybe somebody who might be the leader of a group or something. Then look, vomit snakes. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing and that is that there's a big snake theme in this reading, okay? Vomit snakes. Purge negativity, toxicity, fear. Now, with vomit snakes and with purging negativity, again, this is you basically saying, I've had enough. You may also know secrets about this person that they have made you keep, and you might be telling these persons secrets. You might be going around telling the truth. Because see, when you vomit in snakes, see, at night, see, it's nighttime behind her because she was holding secrets. But see, now you see how big the sun is compared to the moon. You see how big it is, how much daytime there is, and then you see the snakes in the water for everybody to see. This is what everybody is. It's like there's no hiding it. Everybody's going to see it. And then for you to even be tired, this is somebody who's tired of like holding fucked up things, tired of holding secrets. This is also somebody who was fucked up, and it's like all that shit is just gonna be forced out of them. It's kind of like being purified even. That's probably why also it says purging negativity, because it's like if somebody was full of venom, they're being forced to throw it up. It's like they're being forced to throw up all that poisonous and toxicity that they have, and for everybody to see. Snake, vomiting snakes. So they're gonna, and then like I said, you got a Gorgon, you got Medusa. So it's like this is somebody who's always been really sneaky, somebody very seductive, even somebody who knows how to very sneakily get their way by being very observant. But there is things are going to be forced to, it's being forced to come out somehow, some way. And then on the bottom here we have shattered. Okay. And that's breaking out of all illusions. Okay. And that's what vomiting snakes mean. Because now people see the truth and now it's dispelled. Something's going to be disillusioned, dispelled. A truth that's forced to come out. See a truth about gossip. Okay. Spread the word, talk, rumors, gossip, noise, whispers of lies, announcement. This is probably something that's going to go public, or the truth about some gossip is being is being outed. And see, what happened was there were so many different narratives, because you can see how there's there's a demon and there's an angel and they're painting, and you see two other people painting. You see people who are demonically influenced that's trying to paint a narrative. You see people who are divinely influenced and they're painting a narrative too. There's like different. Oh, there's a third person down here too. I didn't even see her. There's a third person down here too. And so this is somebody who might be like in between, maybe somebody who was neutral that's also painting a narrative as well. So there's all these different inputs. Okay. All this gossip, all these different narratives, all these different points of views. But something is going to be forced to be exposed and told. Okay? And painting reality, core beliefs, influence, wisdom, spiritual path. So somebody has wised up. Somebody wised up. And there's nothing they can be told. Somebody has wised up. Like I said, you got people that, that are, against you as a collective, people who are with you as a collective. You got people who is just like, I don't know, this is just what I heard, I'm not doing my own fact checking or whatever, I'm just hearing what it is. And because you see, this person, they're painting the ground. So I feel like that this is somebody who is like kind of just keeping their head down, like, I'm not in this, I'm not involved, I'm only hearing what I'm hearing, but I'm gonna just keep walking. And that's why they're painting this is why they're painting the the road here, like, yo, I heard what I heard, or I know what I know, and I'm gonna just keep walking. I'm not even involved in it. Okay. But like I said, you just have so many people painting so many different narratives. Okay, but especially, pertaining to some gossip. So, Please, please know you're also protected too. You're protected. You got spirit guides all around you. You got angels all around you. Okay? And even deceased pets. And you got yourself, but keeping yourself channeled. Okay? You got them all around you. Okay? So when you go, you're going to be protected. Okay? What's another card out of here? If you're going to go, or if you have left, you'll be fine. You're protected. Let me see what else here. Turning point. So some of you guys may have been forced with a choice, change of direction, new path. Some of you guys had, like I said, you came to a choice. You came to a firm choice, a firm decision. Change of direction, new path, because like I said, you're just willing to let this go. You're willing to just let this die so that you can go. You can get the hell out of here. You want something better. Like, fuck this, I'm out. I want something else. I'm out. I want something else. I'll go. Even if that might put me in a tight spot, temporary, that's kind of how you're feeling. It's like, I don't even care what type of spot that this might put me in. It's going to be better than here. It's better than this. And that's really how somebody feel. Like, in a way, you're kind of standing up for yourself, because this is somebody, they not going to do nothing but continue to be full of shit. And then I kind of feel like when you do catch on to this person, if they caught on to you catching on to them, this is somebody who's going to start lying on you behind your back. What they're going to do, hear me out. What they're going to do, because this is a download, I just got it. What they're going to do, they're still going to pretend that they're your friend. Even if you decide to walk away, they're still going to pretend that they're for you. They're still going to pretend that they're your friend, but they're going to start all types of mess about you behind your back. They're going to start up all that type of shit. But they're still going to be forced to throw up them snakes. They're still going to be forced to vomit snakes. So it's almost as if they're also trying to, like, I feel like that they're trying to, like, also look and study you so that they can observe. So if there's something that they can observe and use against you to control you. Okay, just one more card. Ooh, I saw there's good news on the top here. Okay, message of hope, good news. Okay, I feel like you guys will be fine. Good, especially with, like, what are these, hummingbirds? No, these are parakeets. But good messages, good news. I feel like an opportunity might come up for you guys, especially when you walk away, especially when you don't have some bloodsucker on you. Okay, and then on the bottom here, look, another snake. What the fuck? There's another snake, girl. Oh, wee. So this, I get the Wheel of Fortune. This is like Wheel of Fortune energy. The Wheel of Fate and Fortune. Karma, change, destiny. Again. I'm like, yo, I'm ready for it to switch up. I'm just ready to switch up. You ready to switch up? 44:22 on the timer. 44:22. Okay. You're just ready for things to change. Like what I can't believe all these fucking snakes. Oh my gosh, like somebody truly is just this liar. Like this is a liar that's like, ugh. Oh wee. Somebody is a straight up liar. Ooh, gosh. And you finding that shit out. Some of you may have felt like you're trapped in this situation. Okay, let's do one more card out of here. Stay away from snakes, y'all. Damn. Ooh, see, look, concoctions brewing, and then we have the devil energy. Obsessions become illusions. Concoctions brewing, plans, preparations, actions, ideas, intentions. Now, remember I said, when you do fuck off with this person, they're going to pretend that they're for you, but what they're really going to do is that they're going to start all types of fucked up narratives about you so that they can ruin your life. But at the end of the day, they're still going to be seen. They're still going to be exposed no matter how sneaky they are. They're still going to be seen. They're probably already seen, actually. 4,600 on the dot. Okay. And then I think I'm going to pull one more deck here. Oh, this one's good. I might do two more. I might pull two more. Now what I love here, when I actually grabbed the deck, this was on the bottom. Positive message, good news. And again, good news, y'all. Love it. Okay, so something good is still going to come out of this situation. Like I said, you know, you guys got spirit guides. You guys got spirit guides and you're protected. Okay. What else is for the haters expose in the collective? Because at the end of the day, like I said, this is somebody, this is somebody who hates themselves. They, oh my gosh, like they really hate who they are, so they feel like that they got to be somebody that they're not and destroy other people in the process. Look at this. Infinite mask. That was just saying that. Putting on a show an infinite mask. This is somebody who is fake. They fake as fuck. They ain't shit. And you're realizing that. You're realizing that. Okay, what else? Sacral chakra, creative expression, sexual energy, emotions. And then again, this is somebody who kind of, I feel like they operate out of a fucked up sacral chakra. Like it's 47. This is somebody who is like, all of their shit just emptied out and became bootleg. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like this is all that they are. This is all they are. They're nothing more. And more than likely they may not be capable of even being more either, because they're just too fucked up. You can't fix them. These were like two other cards that came out. I didn't even see those. You can't fix them. There's nothing you can do, because the thing is, they're going to end up breaking you. You trying to fix them will end up breaking you, and they know it. They're already broken. Once you drop an egg on the ground, you can't put it back together. You can't cook it. You got to throw it away. Some of you guys, I feel like you already know that. But please know, there's nothing you can do for them. There's nothing you can do for them. They're already broken. And they're trying to break you, but they're already broken. And some of you guys, like I said, you know, you guys were already kind of like having small epiphanies, you know, small like truth realizations, you know. So now that's one of the reasons, that's probably like the main reason, you know, why you want to get out of here. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, y'all. Okay, so yeah, what's another card? What's something else for the deck? I feel like you guys will still be able to successfully make that change. I also see like somebody traveling. Maybe some of you guys are going to end up leaving to travel and you won't look back. That's great. And then also what came out is cut through the confusion, which I really get Ace of Swords out of here. I get like a straight Ace of Swords energy out of here. Discernment, intuition, clarity, truth, spiritual, gift of wisdom, foresight, intellect, new ideas, and focus. Okay, this is definitely the Ace of Swords. So this is like a clear truth, something being clarified to y'all. Okay, and like I said, and because, you know, and because everything was clarified, it made you come to a firm decision again. And see how she has a sword. This long thing she has back here, that's a sword. Okay, swords that are just like just pointing upwards, because you know, it's like some of you guys are just seeing clarity about somebody, like, yo, you really ain't shit. Somebody who mockery in an attempt to disguise fear, deluded attachments, anybody who like makes fun of people. Like this person, I get like I said, I keep getting like narcissistic or very arrogant. People who are arrogant always got bullshit to hide. They're always in like this fake. They're in this fake deluded mind. They always it's like they truly want to believe that there's something that they are nothing like. And that's the show that they put on. And one of the things that they do to also deflect is making fun of other people, with, you know, to deflect energy off of them. And you're like, yo, you're like, you ain't shit. Like, I'm tired of you. Again, spirit guides are your shield. Y'all are, oh my gosh, like it's ridiculous how protected you guys are. Fuck what they say. Again, this is somebody that when you do walk away from them, they're gonna start like telling lies about you and shit. But the thing is, I feel like a lot of people know that shit's not gonna be true. This person's not gonna even be believed. Again, this person likes to gossip. It's like that's all they do too. But again, all that shit's gonna do, they're just gonna be forced to throw up the snakes. They're just gonna be forced to it's like this is somebody that's kind of like stuck in some old way of life. This is somebody who's like stuck in some old way of life that no longer serves them. So it's like they just keep acting this way. It's like they never grew out of something. Okay, what else? But it's like this person never grew up. And in the worst way, they never grew up. And they think that shit's cute and it's not. What else for the collective? So I really feel like that some of you guys may have already dealt with this, but you're rising out, or you have arisen, like you've risen out of it. And even if you're in the 53, I just saw that. So even in the midst of you know, some of you guys may actually feel down right now, which is probably also why, like I said, depression is out here. But know that you're protected, okay? You are protected. You're protected, and you're going to be able to get up, okay? Because this is another thing. Remember when I said that you were having epiphanies and that this person is going to be forced to throw up the snakes? Do I need to read that? Do I need to read that? Do I need to read it? I don't think I do. Y'all see that? Reversal. Let me stop. Let me stop. Especially, look at this. Especially with the Wheel of Fortune out here, the Wheel of Fate and Fortune. Look at that. Man, y'all gonna be Gucci. You know what's about to happen? Look at that. Hot damn diggity dog. I don't know why I wanted to say that. Why? Because the truth is about to come out there. Somehow, some way, it's about to come on out there. Okay? Hoo-wee. And just know that, like I said, it's lies. The gossip is lies, y'all. The gossip is lies. You know, and they're really trying to get people, you know, they really want you to feel like this. They want you to feel depressed and shattered. Which is why they're trying to like cook up a bunch of bullshit, but there's nothing, you know, they want to cook up a bunch of bullshit and create all these false narratives, but it's like, no. They may have some people that will believe them, but not everybody. Like, everybody not stupid. If anything, 55. This is somebody who insults everybody's intelligence. Is this somebody who just insults everybody's intelligence, and the ones who really are stupid like them, they're the ones that are going to follow them? But at the end of the day, this person's going to stay broken. They're done. They're done. Fuck them. They done. They headed towards that shit, and they know it. Wow. But all right, I think that's it for now, y'all. I have so many decks that I wanted to pull, but I'm actually a little bit out of time right now, and it's already almost an hour for this video. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm gonna make this a permanent segment, the haters expose. Now, what's probably gonna end up going on is I will say ahead of time, you guys might end up seeing like the same kind of themes out here, but that's because this is one of those things that's so characteristic of people being a hater. It's always gossip. It's always somebody trying to steal somebody's partner, or at least sleep with them, sleep with their partner, sleep with their crush. Somebody always trying to sabotage somebody. Somebody always trying to hijack somebody's shit, trying to destiny swap. It's all, please believe, it's all going to be the same theme, but of course details are going to vary. And then I keep my comments off because I myself have also been dealing with haters. Like I said, people who have been catfishing as me, people who have been stealing my content. I wouldn't be surprised if they were going to try to leave like nasty comments, underneath my videos, and I'm just like, no, I'm not even allowing you to access. But guys, so I've been dealing with that too, y'all. But in the meantime, y'all, please take this however it resonates with y'all. If it doesn't, that's totally okay, but I want to keep this as a permanent segment. Like I said, you guys are going to kind of see like the same kind of theme, because they always work the same fucked up way. These are people. There may be somebody who may be in a group that's evolving. Maybe that's you. Some of you guys could have been, participating with a group that this person in, or this person is your friend and you're ready for a change. So I feel like that's kind of like the main theme. That's kind of like the main theme of this reading. But yeah, I was actually kind of starting to lose my train of thought too for a quick second, so you guys might hear me repeating myself. But again, thank you guys so much. You guys are going to be all right. It's bullshit going around, but you guys are going to be all right. I have a lot of faith. There's just so much confirmation out here that you're going to be fine. If anything, things are just dumb and annoying, but the fact that you have the power to make your choice and to go about how you want to operate, and not this person that's trying to control you, that itself is a great start. That itself is going to be a start of you having having good karma. That's going to be the start of you having good karma. Yeah. I was trying to find that other card, but I guess my when I put these cards down, it gets so messy. It gets so messy out here because I just get into reading them, and then now I don't even know where they are. But all right, y'all. But again, you guys are going to be fine. But again, y'all, thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you love this video. I'm going to be back with some more haters expose. There's going to be some lucky things at the end of this video, so make sure you guys pause, screenshot, write things down. If you're operating out of a fucked up place, please know that any guidance from the lucky things that you guys would accrue, if you're operating out of a fucked up place, it's not going to work for you. It's either not going to work or it's going to turn against you. So please make sure that you're in a great heart space, great head space. Keep positive thoughts, positive feelings, and stuff like that. But if you're coming from, if your heart's coming from the right place, a lot of these things, pretty much all these things are going to work out for you. All these things are going to work, okay? But you cannot operate out of a fucked up place, or it's not going to work, because it's distorted energy. You're putting out distorted energy is going to come back to you, okay? Shit, especially with the Wheel of Fortune out here, that's just how it works, okay? So, all right, y'all. Thank you guys again. I know I said that 10 times. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will be back soon with another reading. Catch all the lucky stuff at the end.